So, thank you, Anthony. One race to go. It is Senior X30. Have we saved the best for last? Well, hope so, because that's a Junior X30 race. In terms of the battles for the race lead, it was a bit of a non-starter. Stilp making the best start and just keeping everybody else safely behind him. Looking at the starting lineup, looks like we've got Thomas Fleming on the front row of the grid on pole position. Fleming in Senior X30 has got a total of 3 wins and a podium. The best all-time, well, Danny Curl with 8 wins, Clayton Ravenscroft with 5. Fleming is next up on 3 race wins, then 2 wins each for Turner, Thomas Turner, Mark Kimber, Caden McQueen, and a win apiece for Gus Lawrence, Callum Bradshaw, Alexandro Serenetti, and Harry Platten. Cly Atkins also winning the most recent round of the championship. Now, in recent the recent finals, Harry Platten won the opening round from Thomas Fleming and Marcus Littlewood. Then Cly Atkins won at Wardenlaw from Aaron Walker and Harry Platten. There is Gabe Balanka, one of our 2 Australians in this weekend's entry list. Of course, Jack Dewar being the other one. Bradley Pennell, number 22, PF International driver. Bradley not having a great season so far, but I mean, he's there or thereabouts, but not right at the sharp end. There's Archie Tillett for the Mick Barrett Racing team. Of course, you can still see the AMT Racing driver stickers in memory of Ashley Todd on a lot of the karts. There's the number 42 kart of Harry Cottrell, just for a moment. On the stand there, the number 49 machine. See who that was there. A little bit further up, GP plate of Harry Platten behind the O plate of Gus Lawrence. No, the 49 was Finley Harrison. There's our friend with the bucket hat. There's Mark Litchfield chatting away there. Gus Lawrence just getting his crash helmet on. So you have returned one more time, Anthony.
I have indeed, yes.
You can have a little. I just got to, yeah, you just guide them through the grid for a moment.
Oh, well, okay, fine. All right. Ciao. Right, so. There we go then, final race of the day that we have here. And like I say, Bart Harrison, Thomas Fleming starting on the front row. And we'll remind ourselves of what happened in the pre-final. Thomas Fleming, Bart Harrison, of course, will have taken that one. No penalties for those drivers. There was a disqualification. Connor Clifford disqualified. Oliver Greetham with a retirement. Archie Tillett, Brad Pennell, and Marcus Littlewood all with penalties. Also, that allowed, most importantly, Ally Atkins to come back up the order a bit. Finished in P9 after those penalties, so a bit of work to do. There is the 15 of Aaron Walker, the Strawberry Racing team. There is Aaron. Getting himself ready, primed and ready. Henry, you're back in the commentary box. I appreciate you leaving the commentary box for that brief moment. Thank you very much. That was very kind of you.
Well, that's right. I was just checking the weather.
Yes.
Quickly, and there is a bit of cloud, but a bit of sunshine as well. I know Caden McQueen, fresh from a disappointing KZ2 final. He's now there giving Cly Atkins a couple of bits of you know, advice for the start. Obviously, he is with the aviators on. Advice is always dished out with the aviators.
Maybe Johnson cool there. In probably what looks to be like one of the world's most uncomfortable seating positions, but apparently it's actually quite comfy.
Is it? Well, I mean, any seating position for me is quite comfy because I like sitting down.
Yeah,
Drinking I'm old.
There you go. There you go. Well.
So we've got 20 drivers. Now, in my absence, oh look, there's Tom Fleming. He's got to put his gloves on, but he's giving himself a couple of little bits of. Now we've got, because I think that Mr. Clifford.
Yeah, Connor Clifford is not here. Was disqualified from the pre-final
for putting his nose cone back on.
Yes.
I think that was what I saw on one of the screens earlier. That is a big no-no.
And yeah, it is a big no-no. I mean, there are so many cameras around this circuit. You're not going to...
Yep, we've had a couple of times this year, Rocco Shenton.
Yeah.
But it's not an exclusion from the race, it's excluded from the weekend.
Meeting. Yeah,
yes.
You're gone.
Don't collect go, don't collect 200, just leave.
5-second time penalty or not take part at all?
Yes.
I'd take the 5 seconds.
I'd take the 5 seconds. There is Alistair Cresswell. Now, Alistair Cresswell, he had that big incident in the pre-final.
He did, yeah.
Starting at the back.
Hopefully he doesn't carbon copy that. I don't think our cameraman up there can take it anymore.
Well, yeah. First weekend of the job, and you get attacked by about 3 go-karts.
Yeah.
So, last race of the weekend. Look at that setting. Oh, it makes you proud to be Welsh, doesn't it, Anthony? Oh, you wouldn't know.
I'm not Welsh. If I was commentating in Germany, I makes you proud to be German. Oh, I was born there.
That's right, you were born in Germany. Yeah, there we go. And then raised in England.
Yes.
You had a couple of years in Aberystwyth.
I had a couple of years in Aberystwyth.
For your salvation.
Yeah.
For your salvation. Here we go. Should you have a look at the grid?
Yeah, we've not actually looked at the grid yet.
It's going to be Thomas Fleming and Bart Harrison on row 1, Gus Lawrence and Aaron Walker on row 2, then Harry Platten and Sam Heading row 3, Sam Shaw and Harvey Ryby row 4, Cly Atkins and Libby Johnson-Cool row 5, then Archie Tillett, Harry Cottrell, Brad Pennell, Finley Harrison, Marcus Littleman, Nat Thomas, Oscar Joyce, Gabe Balanka, Alistair Cresswell, Oliver Greetham. There's your grid. Here's your front row, here's your first corner, and here's the reverse run down Dragon Straight, and Fleming converts pole position.
Oh no! I thought we were going to get another one.
I was going to say, that was Harry Cottrell, exit stage left.
Oh, dear me. Oh dear.
So, Fleming, now, yes, we're having palpitations and we're not on the camera. Imagine how, there is Gabe Balanka in the number 51 kart. Really, it's a tough transition from the Aussie Pro Tour, which is the Rotax arm of the, that's what they call the Rotax Championship in Australia, the Aussie Pro Tour. And it's a great championship, but I have to say, in terms of just sheer competitiveness from top to bottom, nowhere beats the British Championship.
Oh, yes. Oh, definitely so. There we go then. Up the hill they go, in towards turn number 2. And Fleming leads the way comfortably. 3/10 has managed to pull out from Platten. Hey, Platten, look at this. He's back in it.
Yep, after a terrible day yesterday.
He's back in it. They've done something.
Yes, this will be the real acid test of this. So Fleming is pulling away. So, I mean, he had that one lap where he dropped the wheel coming on a carousel in the pre-final, which backed everybody back up. But there was a lot of battling in that Senior X30 pre-final, which, of course, means that people aren't just running flat out qualifying lap after qualifying lap, and that can help mask any sort of slight issues power-wise.
Yeah.
If things are spread out and you do have a slight power issue, you'll go backwards in a hurry. But at the moment, it looks like Harry Platten and his team have solved the problem.
Yeah, because he's pulling away from Gus Lawrence there. The O-plate, the PF International Karting team, is not managing to keep up with Platten, and you know, he's got stuff to do. Bart Harrison's still there in 4th, working well. And Cali Atkins up 3 places from the start of that. So keep an eye on Cali. Has had that poor race earlier on and will have to quickly work back.
Now, down the hill, out of turn 4, into the carousel. Under sunny skies here at Glanagorse Park, it's Fleming, Platten, Lawrence, Harrison, Walker. So the championship leader, Aaron Walker, still leads the championship at this stage, but only by 3 points over Bart Harrison. Harrison proving that consistency is absolutely key. Harrison is running 4th at the moment. He's still right there, and that's a great shot as they crest the rise going into Spoon Curb, and you can just see the karts are all understeering and they're like sliding into braking. Great angle to show the kart control. There's Cly Atkins leading Sam Heading. This is the battle of the 5th and 6th. So the Mad Croc team, or the Croc Promotion team, they've won 3 of the last 4 Senior X30 finals. and 2 of the last 3 junior X30 finals in the British Championships. So, oh, there's Archie Tillett getting very well. That looks like it is a left rear puncture on Archie Tillett's kart. Yeah, the left rear of the kart sitting down as he came out of turn number 1. That is the absolute worst place that you could want to have a tyre go down. It's the worst tyre, left rear, when you're going flat out through a right-handed bend, where the left rear has got all the load on it, and the tyres went flat, and Archie Tillett will become the first retirement of this senior X30 final.
Well, there we go. That's not what you want to see, is it? Especially after a full weekend, you don't want to get to the final and then it go out in like the first 2 laps. It's not a nice feeling, is it?
Yeah, and that could be simply the bead might have just come off the rim or something like that. Yeah,
exactly.
You know, the valve stem just popped out.
Yeah.
But it happened in a hurry. He almost had he went off, he caught it. Good kart control from Tillett. But meanwhile, the gap at the front, it was 0.6. It was 0.6 of a second. It's now down to just under 0.5. So Platten is closing in ever so slightly on Thomas Fleming.
But we have seen this from Thomas Fleming, where he can get away early, but then it slowly falls away.
Yeah.
Is that tyre pressures?
Well, in the pre-final, it was because he put a wheel off coming out of carousel.
Well, yes.
But then he wasn't able to pull away again. But of course, yeah, the karts are set up to perform at different levels. There's Alistair Cresswell making a move. Notice there, that was Alistair Cresswell passing Oliver Greetham for 13th position. As we look down the hill, there's Cresswell, has passed the S8 Racing, the kart of Oliver Greetham. And it's just so good to see Alex Short back in the paddock in rude health. Behind them is Finley Harris and Oscar Joyce and Gabe Balanka. All the way up and down this field, right from first to last. There's battles aplenty. Fleming has now increased his lead again.
Yes,
to
he has.
0.7 of a second over Platten. Lawrence is sitting in Platten's wheel tracks. Harrison is 4th, then Kalai Atkins and Sam Heading. Then a bit of a gap back to Aaron Walker. Oh, there is our championship leader, Aaron Walker. As I say that, Walker retiring, and I'm just... Is that a left rear puncture as well?
I think you're right. Yeah,
that's the second left rear tyre that has gone down in this race, in this class. That's a that's a coincidence, quite possibly.
Maybe something on the exit curve of turn 1.
Yeah, I mean, these tyres, they've been undergoing a lot of stress, a lot of load this weekend. Wow. That is a turn for the book. So, championship leader Aaron Walker retires. That means that Bart Harrison will now move into the championship lead. But Kalai Atkins, you're about to see a graphic come up on your screen that we've just seen in the commentary box. 5-second penalty.
Yeah, it's not gone well. It's not gone well at all for Kalai Atkins this weekend.
Producer James just gave me an absolute corker.
It's not a corker, it's terrible.
Kalai collided with somebody else and has got a penalty. There we go. I'm sorry, I had to. I mean, Producer James, if he could have feed, I mean, he was spoon feeding me that one. That was just, I couldn't resist it. I'm disappointed in myself. I didn't think of it.
There we go.
Oh, battles. Harvey Ryby, Brad Pennell, Marcus Littlewood, all chasing Louis Johnson Cool.
Yes, indeed.
And more battles for second place.
It is for second place. So Platten's not managed to catch back up to Thomas Fleming. That gap's opened up to 0.8 of a second now as they cross the line. But Gus Lawrence has caught up to the back of Harry Platten, and he tried to go for a move through compression and Devil's Elbow, but it failed really, and now he's got the pressure as well from Bart Harrison behind. They're all starting to close in now. And again, could this be, again, a tyre pressures thing? You know, the tyres were due to come in early on and then drop off nearer the end, because it just feels like that's what we're seeing here from the front rows. And, you know, even though the fact that the gap is now over a second now between Fleming and Platten, is that just because Platten's had to go a little bit defensive as Lawrence absolutely sends it down the inside and almost straight off the track the other end?
I mean, he was almost, he was almost the timekeeping out there. was Gus Lawrence, but a good move. How much time has it cost him? Well, 6.5 minutes to go, so we're into the second half of this race. Platten fights back. Platten back in front.
Now,
well,
Lawrence, you saw the hand gestures from Lawrence. As soon as he got past, he went, right, okay, thank you, let's go. And he didn't.
But that's good. Gus Lawrence is going to start getting frustrated now.
Yep.
Because he's thinking, okay, Harry, I've been sat behind you for about 8 minutes now, and you're not quick enough to catch the race leader.
No.
So let me have a go in second, and maybe you can push me along, or I can tow you up to the leader.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got it in that situation. I mean, okay, I can't, you know, if I as an ex-driver, that would be what I would do. I would say, okay, Gus, you have a go.
But
yeah, but there's a but. There's a but.
There's always a but, and that but is, you know, Platten's not had the best weekend.
No.
He's in second. He wants to keep second. If he lets Gus Lawrence get past, he then puts himself in the middle of this pack, and then all of a sudden, Bart Harrison's going for it.
Yep.
Callum Atkins is going for it. Heading's going for it.
And also, if that problem that Harry Platten was suffering with yesterday is rearing its ugly head again,
yes,
then Platten's thinking, well, no, I can't let you lead because I will drop away.
Yeah. So
the only way I'm going to hold on to second is by fighting tooth and nail for it over the last 6 minutes of this race, which will make me very unpopular. But the gap is 1.6 seconds. So the screen on the left hand, the timing bar on the left hand side of your screen is a little bit old. It's out of date. It's also, there's a bit of a technical issue there. So Fleming leads by 1.6 seconds over Platten, Lawrence, Harrison, Atkins, and Heading. That's that's second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth on your screens now. Sam Shaw in seventh. I'm having a little look there. Sam Shaw, who's got game, has got game.
Yep.
He is in seventh place. Then another big gap back to Marcus Littlewood in eighth, and he is in a battle with Brad Pennell, Louis Johnson-Cool, Alistair Cresswell, and Harvey Ryby. That is the battle for 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. Then another gap back to another battle between Oscar Joyce in 13th, Nat Thomas in 14th, Finley Harrison in 15th, Gabe Belanca in 16th, and Oliver Greetham in 17th, and Harry Cottrell in 18th. And now 4 minutes to go. I am now wondering, you know, we're looking at the rear ends of these karts, thinking, are we going to get another puncture?
Yeah, well, potentially, as Sam Heading is under investigation now. The number 7 MDL Motorsport driver is currently sitting in 6th place at the back of this pack.
I know why that is.
Go on.
His dad's an Arsenal fan.
Right. So I just had to double check. An Arsenal fan.
Arsenal fan.
Cool,
yeah,
lovely.
I know.
You said it a bit quick, and it sounded like you said something else.
Well,
so
I mean, that's why he's under investigation.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Good.
He's an Arsenal fan. Yes.
Yes.
So Platten, Lawrence, Harrison, Atkins, Heading, in that order, snaking their way down the hill through compression corner, Devil's Elbow. There's a look at that. So Aaron Walker was leading the championship until he retired. Harrison and Platten now take over top spot. Fleming would be fourth, 13 points separating the top four after 3 out of 7 rounds. Bodes very well for the second half of the season. Now, Kalai Atkins is 5th on the road as well. Add 5 seconds to his time, and that would put him 8th.
I've got a feeling.
Okay, I got a feeling.
Yeah,
that tonight's going to be
It wasn't a
good...
cue to start singing.
No, sorry.
Wasn't a cue
Wasn't
to start
it?
singing. No.
Oh.
I have a feeling that this battle that we're seeing here is, like my favourite saying, an elastic band.
Oh, yes, yes,
It's
yes.
stretching. It is stretching, 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 and then on the last lap it will twang, and then Lawrence will go through, Harrison will go through. Because I feel that there is still that gremlin somewhere in the system for Platten. He's doing very, very well to keep it in second place.
2 minutes to go, he's looking over his shoulder.
Yeah.
In a cadet race, that's understandable.
Yeah.
In a senior race, that's a sign of something not being quite right.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, it's not got full potential, that car, I don't think.
Our friend Rusty's been back on.
Right.
With the, now, that's... Hello, Mr. Scoozer. Let's just say that.
Yes.
Your identity has been rumbled. Ex-MLC Motorsport driver Casper Scoozer, also known as Rusty. Sam Shaw's mate. It's all good fun, apparently.
There we go. Up the top of the circuit now, through Spoon, back down the hill. And Bart Harrison now going slightly defensive there from Calai Atkins. But you have to remember, Calai has that 5-second time penalty.
Yep, but if Calai keeps pushing away, I mean, there is a potential. At the moment, Sam Heading in the number 7 kart is, let's have a little look. Sam Heading is 4 seconds in front. If they keep pushing on, they've got to pull out another second in hand over Sam Shaw. Calai Atkins could potentially finish this race, get a 5-second penalty, and only lose 1 position.
Yeah. Cresswell's had a pretty decent race, up 10 positions. The number 33 is now into P9 in the top 10, so that's a good result. Marcus Littlewood, good result as well, currently P8.
Yep, and we're not seeing much of our race leader Thomas Fleming because he's just cleared off. He's kept it on the tarmac, you know, he's kept all 4 wheels on the grey stuff, avoided the green stuff, and yeah, is cruising to what would be a 4th win in Senior X30.
Keep a close eye on the screens now, ladies and gentlemen, because that timer has become very, very slow. And now we're going to start to see the battle coming in, because Gus Lawrence now wants to get past Platten, and he is probably going to do so if Platten is still nursing that issue. He's not going to have the power to get out of these corners to stop any potential overtake from happening if it does come his way, and it is starting to come his way. No one looking down the inside here at turn 7. Everyone's staying line astern, so Platten's still holding into it. He's doing an absolutely fabulous job in his kart. If that's got an issue, he's doing brilliantly. And the rest of the field just trying their best to stick with it, stay behind. Final lap board comes out. Fleming leads. Platten, Lawrence, Harrison, Atkins and Heading. But who is going to come out finishing second?
Well, again, Platten has certainly got the advantage in terms of track position. Now, this is going to help Gus Lawrence, the fact that Bart Harrison is defending.
Yeah.
Harrison starts defending. That will free up Gus Lawrence a little bit. Gus Lawrence checks over his shoulder. So now Gus knows that he's not got anyone right behind him. He can now attack Platten without worrying about somebody doing it, somebody making a move from behind. But he's got a couple of corners left. Thomas Fleming for the Dan Holland Racing team takes the win. Who's going to take second place? Platten holds on for P2. Lawrence is 3rd. Harrison, your new championship leader, is 4th. Calai Atkins rounds out the top 5. Sam Heading in 6th. Sam Shaw in 7th. 8th for Marcus Littlewood. 9th, great recovery from Alison Cresswell. Oh dear. There is an S8 racing kart, and it's the kart belonging to Oliver Greetham, coming across the line with its NASA panel flailing about in the breeze. But Fleming, win number 4 in Senior X30 for Thomas Fleming, and that helps push him back into the top 5 in the championship. And of Platten, Lawrence, Harrison, Atkins, Heading your top 6. Now, Calai Atkins, a 5-second penalty, so he was 2.93 seconds behind at the end, so put that up to 7.93 seconds. Oh, Calai Atkins finishes behind Marcus Littlewood in 8th place by 1/100th of a second after his penalty is applied. Now, there is a look at the field coming in. Finley Harrison wants up and out of that kart quickly. That number 49 kart. Going to see Finley back in this class. He racing Rotax this year. There is the number 59 S8 racing kart of Greetham. Oh, yes. Younger members of our paddock. That was Mr. Restrick, one of those drivers. Briefly getting on screen. Anthony is on his way down to the paddock now to interview our top 3. There is a look at the Parc Ferme. There is Anthony striding manfully down the paddock. And very shortly we will be hearing from Thomas Fleming who will be happier than usual. He's a happy little soul generally. Here's Tom Fleming. There he is. You can see in the back giving his mechanic Jonathan Paler a big, big hug and an embrace. Oh, Harry Platten there looking a little bit sort of nonplussed. You can see Tom Grice is behind the cameraman there. The red stripes on his jacket. Of course, Grice providing the engines for your race winner, Thomas Fleming. And let's have a look also for Harry Platten. So there's Stephen Lemian, a mechanic for Gus Lawrence, just getting Gus's kart up on a trolley. There's Bex, our media lady, take a photo of Harry Platten. But Anthony Jordan is down with our winners now. Well, that was a brief look at Anthony Jordan. Quite literally a freeze frame of Anthony Jordan. We'll catch him again. Let's have a little look. So do the countdown once again. Oh, he step forward into the light. No, yep, ready. We're going to see it. 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Thank you very much, Henry. Yes, back with our race winner. Sorry if there was any break-up there, but yeah, no, a great result on that one, first place, and yeah, nice congratulations for you. Well done.
Thank you very much. Celebrations definitely in order after this weekend. The track is brutal around here, so physically it's been the most demanding we've had so far, but yeah, couldn't have asked for a better weekend in terms of points, really. We've definitely had to fight hard for it, but you know, the team's been really putting out the setups this weekend, learning from last week, doing a bit of testing in the LGM, and yeah, our hard work's definitely paid off.
Yeah, like I say, it's been a tough first half of the season, really, hasn't it? But it's great to see you back on top, because you've always got a nice cheesy smell on your head, and you always go, oh, what day?
Yeah, oh, what's a day? Yeah, no, we never really get you know, the start of the season right most of the time. This year's actually been the best year out of all of them, because, you know, Shennington, although we had one bad score, we got some pretty decent scores. Warden Law, we'll put that behind us and not remember that weekend. But, you know, we're in a better position than we were this time last year. But yeah, I guess I like round number 3.
Yeah, it's a nice round number, is 3, isn't it? There we go. Risington is next for Miami, I think. Maybe, no, I could be completely wrong there, but yeah. Are we ready for the next round?
Of course we're ready.
Cool, Cyan.
Yeah, no, I really like Risington. It's a good little circuit, a bit small, and it'll be similar to this, where it's a bit hard to overtake, and the racing's going to get a bit scrappy, but we're prepared to fight for sure.
You're on it. Cool. Anyone you'd like to thank?
Got to thank big man JP for being top boy on the spanners yet again. Sean Carter for the naughty setups. SC Racing doing really well this year, and yeah, my dad for coming here on Father's Day, watching me. He's going to be so happy. I can't wait to see the smile on his face. And my family back at home supporting me. And yeah, as well as my girlfriend.
Perfect stuff. Well done, Thomas Fleming.
Alex, by the way.
Right. Cheers. Excellent. Let's bring Harry Platten in. Harry, that was, I think, from our point of view, that looked like a really tough race, but you managed it well. You came away with P2.
Yeah, I mean, obviously every race is hard, but that was like physically, mentally, obviously keeping the drivers behind you. It is hard, but we were quick enough in the main places to maintain P2. We weren't as fast as Tom, and fair play to him. He done really well, driven really well all weekend. Yeah, it wasn't enough, but obviously 3 podiums out of 3, we can't ask for much more.
No, definitely so. And you were speaking to me yesterday about, you know, the kart, there was issues with it, you're changing lots of things with it. Was it nursing an issue still today, or was the issue kind of sorted?
I mean, this morning in practice felt unreal. The whole thing felt unreal, and to be honest, all we changed was tyre. And then put the race tyre back on, and we struggled again. So hopefully that's all what it is, and we have found the problem, but it just made life really hard. Obviously, P1 at the first round, P3 at the second round, P2 at the third round. It is really good, and we can't ask for much more.
Well, a second place here puts you second in the championship as well, so coming away with that one, great points, and we're looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, obviously every sort of finish goes towards the championship, and you want to do as well as you can, but I couldn't do it without everyone behind me, my family, my dad, my mum, girlfriend, friends, everyone, mechanics, engine builder. Honestly, couldn't do it without them.
You've taken the last question out of my mouth there of who you want to thank. But yeah, congratulations on a P2, and we'll let you go celebrate with the team.
Thank you. Cheers.
Excellent stuff there, Harry Platten. Let's chat to our third place man, Gus Lawrence. Gus, come on over. Now, a tough old race on that one. Talk us through that, because it was a train really starting to form and we could really see you trying to get past. Yeah. Talk us through that race from your point of view.
Yeah, so at the start, I don't think we was as strong as the others at the start. But obviously the trade-off, it comes good towards the middle and the end. But just unfortunate, really, because the lad who was in front of me didn't quite seem to want to go forward. That's just how racing goes sometimes. It's just he was happy to finish second and let the leader sort of disappear. But yeah, it was really hard. It's really hard to overtake at this track. It's only a couple of overtaking spots, and if they cover it or something like that, it's impossible.
A lot of people are 50-50 on the track, aren't they, with it being so difficult to overtake. A lot of people find it easy, some people find it hard, but again, it's just that it is a tough track.
Yeah, I feel like in the senior category, it's the best racers, so they're going to do a proper job at covering the corner if they need to. And yeah, you see some people try and go for an ambitious overtake, and it doesn't pay off most of the time, and they crash. And that's the last thing you want in a championship situation, finishing third or potentially crashing and having damage or finishing last. So it's, yeah, third was okay for us today. The best result of the year, I think. A few problems and a crash last time. Yeah, that's good points, and we'll see how we go next time.
Well, you had big boss man Paul Fletcher here all weekend, didn't you? So I'm sure he'll be happy with the podium.
Exactly, yeah, to be on the podium, yeah.
Excellent stuff. Gus Lawrence, congratulations.
Lovely, thank you very much.
Brilliant stuff there. Henry, you're back. Yeah, well done. Go on, take the glasses off. People want to see your face.
Well, they don't want to see my face, but look, that we're in Wales. It's been a fantastic weekend in Wales. Thank you very much, Diolch yn fawr, everyone, for coming to Wales this weekend. I mean, the racing, okay, we had a lot of very, very, very good racing, but I mean, overtaking is very difficult here. So we see the real talent shine through. That compromise between outright speed and setup has been good. I mean, yeah, some very good racing. It's great to have, I mean, talk about the calibre of the British Championship. There's a reason that you have FIA Formula 2 and Formula 3 drivers coming back to this championship to keep themselves in shape. And that's because this is the best national championship anywhere in the country.
Best of the best.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for joining us. Yes, Wales. Martin Heath.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, we're still here.
No,
we're going to the World Cup. Yes.
Excellent, excellent. Well, thank you very much to everyone joining us on the stream. What's next for Motorsport UK? Well, it'll be the Rotax O-Plate that will be taking part at Mansell Raceway next weekend. Make sure you don't miss that. And for all the future action, we'll stay tuned and we'll see you later on. But from us here at Glanigor, Henry.
Ciao for now.
Ciao for now.
So we round off with the Senior X30 podium, and finishing in third position, just 2 seconds off the lead for the PF International team, it's Gus Lawrence. One thing that has been absent this weekend is Gus's dog, George the Russell. George the Jack Russell, but George Russell the dog. But Gus, another podium. I think he's got about 10 podiums in the British Championship to his name now. So moving on to the top two, this driver I think is now second in the championship. He won the opening round at Shenington. P2 this time at Glanigor for the BMR Restart team, it's Harry Platten. Now, this is going to be very, very important indeed. We're going to have a fringe off. The top two drivers on the podium. I think Harry may have some competition for our winner. For Dan Holland Racing, Thomas Fleming. It's almost a shame, and of course, without letting without there, and of course, special. We're going to wait for it. The Willie Mechanic, Jonathan Paler. It's almost. I mean, it's almost a shame that make the top two put on their sponsor hats. You know, let the Barnet run free. Try and smile, Thomas. Congratulations, your Senior X30 podium. Go on, son. Fun? No. Do this bit. Well, I've one shot of the dream team.
Can you sit down, guys? Because you stick out the top of the podium, guys. Hey, Jake, let's see that or get rid of it altogether.
Well done. Thank you very much. That concludes the trophy presentation for event 5 of the Wera Tours British Kart Championship. We thank you very much for joining us. Please, drivers, drive home safely. We will see you at the next round at Little Rissington. Thank you.